Hey you guys, welcome back to another Kimball's Corner. Today is day 17 of MerMay, and we are going to be doing, oh god, I didn't get it off the calendar. We are going to be doing the Sweetfish, Badoop Boops Badoop. And he's going up there. Lots of green and golds, touches of blues. Not really, but I'm going to add some blue probably, because that's what I do. So today I'm feeling a little crafty, so I got out my carbon paper. This stuff is so old, and I love it. I mean, I've had it since high school, and my dad gave it to me, so like that's really old. I got my journal that I'm going to be working in, my small Jane Davenport journal. I'm going to be using the Glitz-Sea palette by Jane Davenport because it has lots of greens and some golds, and then these two here have like a little shimmery glimmerness happening to them. Set those aside for now though. So I sketched out a drawing of what I'm gonna do, and what I'm gonna attempt to do. I don't know if this is gonna turn out, fingers crossed. Give me this. So I'm gonna use this as her hair. And then this is just from a paper pad I got at Michael's. And I cut this paper roughly to the size of the journal. And I'm gonna go over her real quick. And hopefully this all works out. So here we go. All right, put these aside for now. And let's get this cut out really quickly. All right, let's put that aside. Is this gonna work? I don't know. But I'll probably put it here-ish. Actually, maybe I'll just draw this face in where I want it. Probably right about there. So I'm going to speed through this really quickly and I'm tracing the face onto the background. Okay, I'm not sure why I had so much difficulty tracing that, but I did. So, she's gonna go in about right there. Ooh, I need my tape. All right, let's just slap some tape on this. Really just making this, well, excuse me. Let's just put you right there and bring out tape 2. Excuse me while I spend an hour trying to get this to work. Ugh. I swear, these skills. Oh god, it wasn't quite there yet. All right. Doesn't need to be perfect. This is my own journal. Line that up. Ooh. I didn't quite cut the paper to the right size. So I'm gonna cheat it over a little. Stop. That is good enough. I was thinking I was going to use ink on this, but I'm just gonna go in with colored pencil. Excuse me while I trim these pages. Apparently I'm not very skilled at this whole paper trimming thing. Working on it. I mean, it's just paper. How hard can this be? Very hard if you're me. Holy, I tell you, get these out of the way. Oh, you're garbage. Thanks for your service, double-sided tape. So I'm going to now, I thought I was going to use these, but I'm going to just use some colored pencil for a softer look. And since the fish is greens and golds, that is what I'm going to pull out. All right, we got just a little bit of a variety. I guess I really didn't need that many colored pencils. I'm really just doing line work, because then I'm going to use watercolors. Watercolors on top of colored pencils, is it gonna work? I don't know. Does it matter? No. But I'm gonna use the darkest for her eyes. Well, like her eye line and eyelashes. I shouldn't just say the eyes. I'm not gonna lie, green, although I'm really loving this, but green is one of my least favorite colors. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love all colors, so that's really not saying much. Because it is quite beautiful, and Christmas is my favorite time of year. And let's just agree that there's a lot of greenery happening around Christmas. This eye was such a struggle, this eyebrow. Oh my lord, girl, you need to get to the salon. I know they're closed, but you need to get your eyebrows fixed. You know, she's in quarantine right now. Nobody's gonna see those brows for a while. And then it kind of gets lighter. Like looking at the fish, it's like dark green up top and it gets lighter down near the bottom. I think I'm gonna do her lips with that same kind of ombre where it's, I did it on another one, I'm sure. But I'm gonna do like dark green on the outside and then a lighter green to yellow on the inside. And then this would be her neck. And she'll have like a collarbone. Something there. Let's go into this yellow. Actually, let's do the brighter yellow first. Why am I coloring her lips in with colored pencil right now? Because I need to do the watercolors. So her lips are just gonna be done with colored pencil. How about that? And then her eyes will be a gold. And I'm gonna just stop with the colored pencils and get to the painting before I go too far. Ooh, this place is a mess. Every day it's just getting messier and messier. At the end of MerMay, I'm gonna have to really do a deep cleaning of my room. All right, nasty paper towel. Get my brush nice and wet. So we're gonna do, she's gonna have some green makeup going on. I think I wanna do kind of a brown skin tone. Just have some color before I start laying on these greens. All right, now let's do a nice dark green. Didn't really want paint on that, but looks like it's gonna stay there. Gonna give this a quick dry and add a second layer. All right, we're gonna grab a dark, oh well, a little bit of blue, a bit of green. And I'm gonna use this for shading. I'm gonna bring in, it has like a yellowy gold, almost orangey tones here and there. So I'm gonna kind of glaze in a little bit. All right, I think I'm done with the watercolors. Set those aside. Give this a quick dry. All right, so I had intended this to be like hair, but I didn't cut out the top. So now it looks like, I don't know, some weird portrait thing. We're just gonna work with it. I don't know what is gonna come of this, but we're gonna find out together. I'm gonna bring in a little bit of pink. There's no pink on the fish, but I think a little neon pink in the corner of her eye might be fun. And anywhere else I can squeeze it in. What to do with this? I could take my black pen and do some black hairlines. Maybe? Can't go backwards if I do it. I do have, let's see how it's actually gonna draw on this. Well, it draws on it quite nicely, although it's gonna take a long time for it. If you can see on the gold, it's still very wet. So that might not be an option. I don't wanna wait for 3 years for that to dry. If anybody just wants to shout out an option, an idea, something. No? Okay. What I can do is use some of this blue and greenish color. Just come down like this. Although it does not stick on the gold, obviously. Just to push this back. That was my original intention, is to have this be hair, and then this would be like the hair in the background, like behind. Suppose I could just shade it like it's hair. Why not? Let's do it. Watercolors, you're back in the game. Let's go with this color and just start. If all else fails, it'll just look like she's standing behind some stone wall with, you know, some mermaid scale stuff happening. Either way, it's what I intended. And it's obviously not watercolor paper, so it is gonna buckle. But who cares? Okay, well, it doesn't look absolutely stunning, but it doesn't look awful either. I'm gonna use this paper towel and just kind of dab up the foil where it's obviously never going to sink in. Drying this, and I'm gonna bring colored pencils back in. All right, y'all. We're gonna need emergency touch-ups with the tape, because the blow dryer's been heating it up and making it weak. Suppose I should. This is a project where I definitely could have used gesso or matte medium, but why would I do the sensible thing? Well, that didn't go as planned. It's like emergency. If only surgery was this easy. Slap some tape and tighten up that neck. Yes, please. Why aren't you sticking? A little better. Thanks, Scotch. You were great. Oh, maybe I can take my big ol' Jane Davenport pen, give it a good shake. This is the Storytime paint pen. Just kind of white out all of this up here. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're just wanting to kind of, you know, since I didn't cut it, I didn't quite cut it. Give it a little more of a head shape. Okay, fishy mergirl, get your act together. Jeez. Woohoo. Just throw in a couple of lines so the world knows I was trying to do hair. All right, and then I'm gonna bring this paint pen back in. All right, a little more control. I thought I could get away with being sloppy. And just kind of reinforce some highlights, which look really sloppy, because that's what's happening today. The slop factor is at an all-time high. But you know what the most important thing is? I'm having fun. I mean, she's not turning out anything like I wanted her to, but I still love her. Sort of. I mean, I'll tell people I still love her. Let's bring in some highlights for the eyes. A highlight on the nose. All right. I definitely don't like her hair. It's really gonna bug me. You guys, how am I gonna fix it? Oh, I don't have white paint. That's always a problem. Colored pencils, I don't think are the answer. Ooh, you know what? Mermaid markers. Let's get some problems. Is it gonna help? I don't know that it's really helping. Just because the paper it's on, it's like just staining, it won't bleed on it. But it's all very warped and buckled. She might be garbage. Actually, if I did, I could just paint over all of her hair and then just scratch off the gold parts. You guys, I might have to call it. Time of finished is, I don't know what time it is. All right, we're gonna call her good. Okay, just look at this part. Just look at that. We like that. I don't hate it. I definitely don't love it. I'm gonna try and work with this hair. Maybe I'll get an idea sometime down the road. Give it a go, learn from my mistakes, whatever those were. I mean, there were just too many in this video. I mean, come on now. The more I do to it, the less I'm liking it. Even though I'm still having fun, it's something I'm gonna wanna paint over. Just this part, I love her face. Maybe I'll just take this paper off and do something else. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. All right, you guys, say goodbye to the bad hairdo. It was a good go, but it turned out awful. So we're going to paint her hair. And now it's all textured and weird because the paint or the tape kind of pulled some of the paint up, but I don't even care. We're gonna make this happen. Should probably actually come up with a hairstyle before I go crazy, but why would I? I've learned nothing. I want to add a lot more blue to her hair. All right, no lie, I'm loving her so much more. Still quite wet. Just getting the idea of some hair stuff happening. All right, now I'm gonna just do a dark color for the background. A darker, and that's not darker. Just mixing the golds and the oranges. Bring some of this yellow in here. Some of this orange. All right, she's got some big old hair happening. All right, let's give her one final dry. All right, you guys, she is done. We're not gonna do anything more to it. I think we saved her. She was looking a little, I don't know, not so great, didn't love it, but we fixed it. That's garbage. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you had a good time. I hope you learned from my mistakes, whatever those may have been. Man, we are getting this done. Goodbye, Sweetfish. You were fun and educational. Bye, guys. I'll see you later.